Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to War Thunder with yours truly WBE886. Now today we've got an actual kind of topic for this, or theme to this particular video, and it's all about ground forces. Particularly the issue with German tanks in ground forces. Now, what I mean by that is the problem with the cannon barrels on tanks. In this video, I will be showcasing a few things. First of all, the first two clips you'll be watching is my first ever game with my King Tiger on ground forces. Now, I haven't got any parts or anything for this, okay? But I would like you to watch what happens, okay? It's the main problem with German tanks. And the second clip you'll be watching is, well, you'll just wait and see. So yeah, I'm helping this Ferdinand now. I'm trying to get him up the hill because I understand how slow the Ferdinands are due to the fact that I played it in CBT. That thing's engine is horrible. So I'm giving him a push here, trying to get him up the hill a bit more. Always, but I'm putting my turret to the side because he hasn't got a turret, obviously, trying to cover him. So what then happens is, I believe this particular King Tiger here and the Ferdinand decide to go up towards the castle. Now that's absolutely fine, but my original plan was to effectively take the left path, you see, and go up and flank behind them, which is what I do. But the problem is there's T-44s up there. Now, T-44s haven't got an amazing gun, they haven't got amazing armor, they've got pretty good speed, but the problem is they don't need to have a good gun to knock out or to render a German tank useless. Now, there was a patch today, and in that it says that it's decreased the times of things such as repair times for cannon barrels, which is much needed considering the fact that, well, as I said, you'll see. So King Tiger taking it up onto the hillside up here to get a good position over the castle. Keeping an eye on my flanks for the obvious reason. By the way, if you're wondering how I get the kill markings on the turret ring or on the barrel, if you look under Axis tank decals, there's one where it's kind of like a pitchfork, and I just use the 3 lines on there. So that's how I do it. But I think my King Tiger looks pretty swaggy, if you don't mind me saying. Hasn't got a custom skin on, it's completely standard. I've just put decals. Now there's that T-44. I put a shot into him, I think. Oh, I don't. That's surprising, I thought I did. I got this game a few days ago, so you know, I've had a few more games in my King Tiger since, but it's been relatively the same way. I've been knocked out. This thing can bounce shots though, on the other hand. This thing can really bounce shots, but it can't take damage to its barrel. Now what you'll see me do is there's a T-44 around that corner, okay? So I think, well, he's focused on that target over there. He's firing at him, so I thought I'll go up behind him and get him from the back. Now watch this. Instantly, cannon barrel is knocked out. Nothing I can do about it. I'm gone. That's me rendered useless. So second game is a little bit more amusing. Now, what happens here is essentially I have gone around the back of the enemy spawn to try and keep them from outflanking us. Now, what I'm going to do is the rest of the clip, I have got a little something lined up. Now, I'll take out this T-34 here because he's actually shooting down onto our guys over at B. So I thought I'll take him out and see what can happen. But I'll tell you what, I'll go quiet here. I'll just let you watch the rest of the video. Gentlemen, I present to you what you do if you have no cannon barrel on a German tank. Enjoy. yeah, you could say that's one way of dealing with T-34s. Now, the gameplay I'll be showing you right now is from the perspective of a T-34 1942. The 1942 uses a 57mm. It's a nice gun, I will admit that. But just to show you how powerful the gun is, I literally loaded up the game this morning, jumped into my T-34 1942, and this was the first game I had. Now, as you can see, I'm penning this guy every single time. I'm just completely wrecking his control surfaces. Oh dear. On another note, I did kill the guy with that last shot I fired before I got bombed, so that's always nice. Now, I jump into my T-34 again. I was considering going in the IL-2 to take out that Stuka, but I'm glad I didn't. Because what you're about to see is what this thing can do. Okay? The argument that people are saying that the T-34s are overpowered is not correct, but you can see why. The damage models are completely fecked in ground forces, to say the least. You know, cannon barrels on German tanks instantly wrecked, okay, within one shot. T-34s can tank shots for ages when historically they couldn't do. Okay, now the gun, I believe, is how it should be. But the armour is not. This thing bounces shots way too much, as you're about to see in this little bit of gameplay. So I'm coming over here to support my teammates. As you can see, there's a Panzer Ops L up there. Not particularly a threatening target, to say the least. So I'm just putting a few shots into him currently. He hasn't fired a shell back at me yet, which is surprising. Unless I've wrecked his cannon barrel, which would be quite... and there you go, he's taken out already. Now, I see these AI down here. I thought, should I? Yeah, go on now. I'll put some shots into these. So I take out these AI right now. Because obviously they're a threat to the cap circle. So I just set them on fire. You know, once you set them on fire, you don't have to do much else. Because there's no point. Because they don't use fire extinguishers. And they can't repair or anything like that. So, yeah. You just basically set these guys on fire and they'll just burn and you'll get the kill. Unless somebody else nicks it, of course. But I'm taking out these guys here. Aiming at the back for the obvious reason. I want to be taking out those... setting those engines on fire. And he looks at me, but it's too late for him. Start moving forward. Ah! There is a person, yeah? Okay, right. Start putting some shots into these guys. I'll tell you what, we'll quickly take out that guy there as well. Okay. All AI has been dealt with. Now, what do we do? Oh, what's that? Is it a Panzer by any chance? Okay, right, let's move up here. Let's call some artillery on these guys over there. If we can. We'll just call it there. Alright, let's move up. See if we can help our team push a little bit. Now, I've killed one... Apologies, I've killed 2 people currently. That Panzer Ops L and the one before. Now, there's a Panzer Ops F2 over there. So I just put some shots in this guy over here. Keep an eye on my flank while I reload, because I don't want that F2 popping up behind me for the obvious reasons. Transmission's damaged. Come on, put some more shots into him. Horizontal turret drive. See if we can get the guy that's over there. We'll put a shot over there. Nope, no effect. Okay. Right, well that Panzer Ops F2 is still behind us. So what we'll do is we will go over this hill and just basically charge him. At this point he doesn't realise I'm here, and then in 3, 2, 1... Oh, shit. Yeah. Sorry, mate. But, yeah. You had to die, I'm afraid. Now, that's 3 kills already to the T-34's name. Oh, dear. Now, normally these things would be an issue, but for the T-34 1942, Not so much. Alright. So, I believe that is the last kill I actually get. Oh, I got an assist there. But the point still remains, guys. I'm just showcasing there. The German tanks have got real weaknesses. I understand the Panzer Offs F2s, the Panzer IVs and the Panzer IIIs weren't exactly designed as tank killers. The Panzer IV was initially a support vehicle, and the Panzer IIIs were the anti-tanks. But the T-34 is just superior in every single way. I mean, even in late, tier 3s, tier 5s, the Germans are getting completely ruined. It's a real shame. And I hope that it gets fixed soon, because I would personally like to go back to playing my Germans how they should be. The Tiger used to have a fearsome reputation. It did in the war. It just doesn't here. All you know it for is its cannon breaking. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you click that like button below. Subscribe if you're new around here for more War Thunder content and stuff like that. Take care, guys. I'll see you next time.